A federal judge has paused the Trump administration's buyout offer to federal employees. A court hearing is set for Monday to hear arguments from both the White House and unions. Joining us now is Everett Kelly, president of the American Federation of Government Employees, the largest federal union. Everett, it's good to see you this morning.
Good to see you, and thank you. Good morning.
Is there a way to, I know that you're not a big fan of the whole process here. We're all kind of grappling with, on the one hand, what we feel maybe is some bloat in the federal government that we'd like to somehow deal with. And then I think, at least as far as intentions go, a buyout seems to be preferable to just outright layoffs. Just summarize the thinking of your thinking and of the union. Because it's been tried before. This law was passed during the Clinton administration for buyouts. So it has been something that different administrations have thought about trying to do to streamline things.
Okay. And again, thank you for having me. But from where we sit, our position is not that it shouldn't be done or that it couldn't be done. Our position is that it should be done correctly, appropriately, okay? Because there are rules and regulations that governs these type of actions. We're just saying follow those rules and regulations.
It gets a little weird because the maximum is $25,000. The average federal worker is making about $8,800 a month. So you can't get to September. You would use up that 25, so they're going to call it administrative leave, and no one knows where the money's coming from. What would be the proper way to do it, in your view? And some people think it's a pretty good deal. I guess 50,000 have accepted it. Everett, are they being hoodwinked or fooled?
I truly believe that myself. And those, I've spoken to several of those individuals that have taken this option. And what they said is, we're just tired of the rat race. I was going to be retiring anyway in the next few months, so I'm going to go ahead and take this offer here. Now, I certainly believe that they're being hoodwinked. I think they're being fooled, because just like you said, there is no guarantee that they'll ever receive any pay for this offer. They say it's a fork in the road. I say it's a knife in their back because, there's just no continuity to what's going on.
One.
Okay?
Yeah, that's a good one. Not a fork in the road. I'm going to use that. What would is there any way that everyone could be, concerns on both sides could be somehow satisfied, and could it be worked out in court are you optimistic about what happens on Monday when both sides get to air their sides of the argument?
I'm very optimistic about what will happen on Monday. First of all, I think that the judge has made a correct ruling so far. He decided that he's going to look at the case and not just say, because this is the administration making these moves, that is correct. Because we believe that it is not correct. I am hopeful that we can sit down and work through this. And I say again, if you really want to know, how to deal with these issues, talk to the people that's actually doing it. Just be honest. Who would run a company this way, right? Just think about it. If you start cutting the food service workers, right, the inspectors, that's going to affect the bottom line, at the retail and grocery market. If you start cutting TSA workers, that's going to affect the airline industries and these type of things. When you look at VA, it's going to affect the healthcare industry. So who would run a company that way? No one would, right? You would want someone that's experienced, right, that know exactly what they're doing. The individual that's making these suggestions have never worked in the government, don't know anything about what federal workers do, and I suggest, once again, that they sit down and talk to the federal workers in their union and work through these issues, and I think we can get to where we need to get to.
Is there any notion or idea, Everett, that layoffs are coming one way or another? And this would certainly soften the blow, if I could You know, if I knew I was going to get paid till September of 2025, and the whole agency could be shut down. I mean, there are some, you know, there are some reasons. Yeah, there's some reasons why people have gone along with the idea, 50 or 60,000 of them.
You know, 50 or 60,000 is a drop in the bucket as to you know, what was believed, you know, who would take that offer. But these are people that was ready to retire anyway. And there is the point is there is no guarantee that these individuals will ever get paid, you know, because it is the Congress that, you know, authorized payments. And so far we are under a continuing resolution that's only guaranteed to March 14th. Now, Congress had to come back together and decide the appropriate spending for these agencies for the rest of the year. So there's no guarantee. Even when you look at the memorandum, you know, it points to that.
So do people continue to show up at the office, or how much of this is people who didn't want to go back to the office too?
You know, I don't think that, you know, it's people that didn't want to go back to the office. You know, I really don't. People want to do their job. What they want to do, though, is honor the negotiation that has taken place between these various agencies and the workers. And that's all that AFGE is saying. Honor the negotiated agreements, right? That's all we're saying.